All right, so take a minute, silently this time, silently, take a minute, look. What is going on in this image? John.
It's a tank, there's the tracks, there's the armor, there's the turret, there's the cannon,
okay.
The barrel.
We think this is a barrel, we think it's a tank.
Yeah, and there's something hanging from the barrel like a cannonball.
Ooh, so we think that there's something hanging from the cannon, the barrel area that looks like a ball. You also pointed out the tracks, that's what you see that makes you say it's a tank. Yep, you think that's a tank? What do you think that is? Right. I know that that motion that you're doing. Connor.
It was like a pink parachute on it or something.
So we think this is a pink parachute. What do you see that makes you say it's a pink parachute?
Like it's like little square things. That is just how it fell on.
So we think that these are little squares. We can recognize this from maybe the type of material that a parachute is made out of. And then you think it fell on it also. Okay, good. Yes, Kylie.
Kind of like two things, like the tank in like a spot that usually wouldn't be like most people like that in town.
Okay.
And then like there's also this like like kind of resemble things like when it like resemble sadness or something like if like the purple resembles something and it's like covering over like war or like fighting.
Okay, so a couple things you said. We think that, first of all, this tank is maybe in a town. It's in a spot that is not where it normally is not. What do you see that makes you think it's a town? The brick. There's brick on the buildings. It is on top of brick, so the streets are made out of brick. It looks like a complete town. Also, you said that we think that the color represents something. So we think this purplish pink color might represent something kind of covering up this idea of war. We recognize tanks with war, but also we have this idea of a fallen parachute or a cover-up on top of the tank too, and that pink purple color might represent that. Yes, John.
Like the stained glass and the shape of the window makes me think it's like a church.
So we think that this, okay, you think that this is stained glass and we think it's a church building?
And second, the part looks like camouflage. Like, he said it could be the same material as parachutes because often they have the same material, sometimes camouflage. And it looks like camouflage that those lines are often used in camouflage. It's where the fabric is sewn in the camouflage, and it's covering only part of the tank. You can see where it hangs down like camouflage. That's where it's not covering where it's hanging down.
So you said a couple things. You think that this is also just a different type of camouflage because of the area that it's sewn together, the lines, the cross lines, and it's also not completely covering up the tank down here. So it's draping over, that tank is peeking, sneaking through, sneaking underneath. Good, what more can you find?
And I agree with whoever said that the camouflage is representing something, it's hiding the tank from something.
Good.
But I don't know what. I feel like it's more a symbolic hiding. Camouflage is more symbolically hiding.
Good. So I hear hiding. You agree with Kylie. She said covering up and covering up war. We think about tanks with war. Yes, Easton. What more can you find?
It's a picture of a 1942 Type D tank cover used by the British Victorian Army.
So a Type 2 tank, what did you say again?
Type 2 Model D
Tank.
cover.
Okay.
It was used by the British Victorian Army in order to create an abstract view to hide the lines of the tank throughout battle.
Interesting. So you also recognize that this is maybe a type of cover-up for this specific tank, but it also, this type of camouflage, this idea behind that. Yes, Jaden, what more can we find? Ooh, is this Banksy? What do you guys think? So just again, we recognize this one artist, Banksy. Do we know if this is Banksy? I don't know. What do you guys think? Don't know. John, what more can you find?
I was going to say that the tank looks like an Allies World War II era tank. The tracks, the armor, the turret, and the barrel. The barrel is short when the Axis had a tendency to use longer barrels. The Allies use short barrels like the M4 Sherman and the Hellcats. They use shorter barrels than the Axis. And the turret and the armor looks like
Awesome. What more can you find, Aaron?
Looks like there's a car.
So, guys, over here in the back corner, Aaron pointed out that there's a car back here too.
It's a person.
Can you? And there's a person.
It looks like she's like one of those hot dog stands or something.
She looks like she's working a hot dog stand. So, what do you see that makes you say that she's working a hot dog
Like always
stand?
have those umbrellas.
They always have the umbrellas, the hot dog stands.
If she had an umbrella or something, she would be holding it over.
She wouldn't be like holding it away from herself. Good. So you guys have said a whole bunch. You guys said you think you know the era of like the time period of the tank when it was built, but maybe also the cover that is over it. We've pointed out a car over here too. It makes me think, what type of car is that? The age of the car compared to what is happening underneath this covered up tank. And then we think there's an old lady working a hot dog stand back here behind the tank. But what do you see that makes you say that we think this is like a hot dog stand? What's happening in this scene?
Oh.
What do you guys think? Yeah, John.
I was gonna point out like this window back here
Mhm.
makes it seem more like a church.
Okay.
Because there's rectangles in the door.
Okay, so we also we went back again, this brick building, it's in town. We think that this is a church. This represents a church with the stained glass and the windows. Anything else?
And the car looks modern more than the area of the tank.
Okay. What do you see? Why do you think that?
Because of the bumpers and the model.
Okay.
The model of the car.
Okay, so you recognize the car model might be newer because of the type of bumpers, the type of lights compared to that. You guys are awesome.